This appears to be a list of services at CULBONE Church. Is it possible to walk on past that digger?
Okay.
Is it possible to walk on past the digger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, mate, yeah.
Thank you. Apparently they're putting in underground cables here because the trees keep pulling down the overhead cables to some of the houses at this point. There's a house here. I think there's another one, but it's obscured to the left by our undergrowth. 20 minutes into the walk now. That's behind view. That's to the side where you can't see much. This is where we're going. There's some rather intriguing tunnels up here to walk through. You can see a large crack forming in that wall. And here a whole section of the wall has fallen down. And we're looking at the roots of a large tree which has also fallen over. You might detect a little bit of puffing from this side of the camera. It's getting sleeper. Sleeper, steeper. Looking back behind me. Backwards again. We're 25 minutes into the walk now. And there appears to be another turret built up there with possibly another window to look at a view that no longer exists. Just lots and lots of trees. Anyway, onward and upward. At this point the track, the original track, is barred off because according to a notice there's been a landslide and the track is now recut into the undergrowth up through here. Now we have to go negotiate some steps. And more steps. They zigzag up the cliff here, disappearing eventually up there. Right, this is the top. It looks as if we perhaps rejoined the original route, which I guess might have been up through there. There's another fence barring things off. We have to go up this way now. Here we're now half an hour into the walk and it looks as if at one time that's where the path used to go, down through there, in between these curved walls. Interesting. No top left on it. Where we go is up there. Another fork in the path. I suspect it's the upward one. Let's see what that signpost says. Yep, it's the upward path. Hopefully provided a seat just there on this bend. Another seat on the next bend. And this time I'm taking advantage of the seat. 35 minutes into the walk now. No views as such other than the path descending through the undergrowth. But we go this way, on and up. Remains of a retaining wall here. What's that built in? I don't know if that was an early form of seat. Could be. No inscriptions or anything. I was talking to someone who grew up in this area, and they reckon that sometime, a long time ago in their family, there was a wedding, and the bride and the groom and the guests all made their way up this path to the church. And again afterwards down, I guess. We got to a little plateau here, and for the moment the path appears to be going down. Yes, it is going down for a little while. Imagine living up here and bringing all your weekly shopping up here several times a year. You couldn't really use a trolley. Looking up to the left, and the track is quite broadened out here. It almost looks like tractor treads in the mud beside the path here. Interesting, I wonder how it got here, if that's what I'm looking at. Yes, definitely tractor tracks. Must be a way for a tractor to come from the top of the hill down, I guess. Just looking on where I've come from, which was a little descent there, strangely. And this is 14 minutes into the climb. And again, looking out towards the sea, can't really discern. I don't know, is there a rough beach down there? Can't be very sure at all. This is a 1 hour point now from when I started the walk, the climb. The path has got quite narrow again, between the trees. If anyone living up at Culbone needed an ambulance, I think the only way would be an air ambulance. And still we march on. It is level at this point. Looking down the right side of the path. Wouldn't like to fall over the edge here and tumble on down. There must be some way to the water now, surely. Though you can't really see the water anymore. Pretty little corner there with the purple flowers and that rather stunted tree. Unusual kind of tree too, I would have thought. Evidence of some trees having been cut down in the past. Now starting to rot. Up a rocky little bit of the path here. Hopefully that didn't last long. Look at this interesting rock formation here on the left. I think that's purely natural. Is there iron ore in the rock? It's the right colouring. Oh, is it lead as well? That would be the right colour for lead. An hour and 5 minutes into the walk. Although I can't see it, I do hear a stream running down the hillside. And I do believe there is a stream that runs quite close to the CULBONE settlement.